A second chance at life. Many people who have undergone a kidney transplant know the life-saving operation does come with some slim odds of a match and oftentimes a long wait on the organ transplant list. But in some cases, a father and a daughter, like here, can make this a successful surgery story. And that's what happened on Valentine's Day when Paul Pelosi, the husband to Congresswoman Nancy Pelosi, received a kidney from his daughter. And joining us now to share more about the road to recovery after a transplant and the process to even get there is Dr. Steve Katznelson, a doctor from San Francisco Sutter Health. Thanks for being here.
Nice to be here. Thank you.
So, is it most likely if you need a kidney that a family member would be your best match?
Family members can be the best match, but anybody who's in good health, with good kidney health, can donate and really do not have to be blood relatives.
Do you know if Paul Pelosi was on any type of organ transplant list?
Even if people receive a living donor kidney transplant, they do have to be on a kidney transplant waiting list beforehand. But with a living donor, you spend very little time on the list and you go right to donation once the recipient and donor are made ready for surgery.
And for the daughter, Jacqueline, there, that actually donated the kidney, what does her recovery look like?
The donors are usually in the hospital for a couple of days and then recover fully within about 6 weeks. And by 6 to 8 weeks, the donors are going back to everything they used to do. Work, sports, family, even having children.
And why does someone need a new kidney? What does a new kidney do to your life expectancy, your health? I mean, Paul Pelosi is 84 years old.
Kidneys are filters, and their job mainly is to take the waste products and extra water out of the body. When the kidneys fail, the waste products build up and people can become quite ill. We found over the years that age really doesn't matter much when we're looking at recipients who want to get kidney transplants. As long as people are healthy, getting a good kidney transplant not only adds to the quality of one's life, but to the quantity.
Do you know how many kidney transplants happen every year? Is this a pretty common surgery?
I believe there were about 28,000 kidney transplants done in the United States last year. About a quarter of them were by live donors. The number of kidney transplants overall has been going up over the years, but the number of living donors had flattened out and actually went down during COVID and is now recovering a bit, but there's still a lot of room for more living donors. With 98,000 people on the waiting list in the United States, we need more people getting out there who understand about kidney disease and want to donate, even if they don't have a particular recipient in mind.
Do you have a better chance of the kidney transplant being successful for you if it comes from a living donor?
Yes, the living donor transplants are the most successful, higher than 95% first-year successes. Living donors are a known entity. They've been completely evaluated. They're made ready for surgery. A surgery date is chosen. With a deceased donor kidney transplant, those kidneys go to people on the waiting list who do not have live donors, and there are a lot more variables. The timing of the surgery is off. These are deceased donors, so something's happened to them that's led them to be donors, and thus, of course, are not in the same excellent health that live donors are.
Well, we're so glad you could join us, Dr. Steve Katznelson from San Francisco Sutter Health, so we could talk about kidney transplants after Paul Pelosi just had one last week. Thanks for being here.